Hi guys, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel where I focus on early game and mid game stuff. CVC is going on. I thought I would talk a bit about it and how to get as many points as you can in early game. Because it's not that easy to get proper CVC points right away. The tips are early game to late game are actually pretty similar because I think Plarium tried to incentivize us playing areas during CVC that we usually don't play so much. So when I say that, I mean Tag Arena especially. Tag Arena is one great place to get points. Just use your daily keys. You will get 20, like if you complete your advanced quests and do faction wars. So do your battles. If you put in, one of the most important tricks is to put in a very bad defense so that others attack you, and that is going to help you get easy opponents yourself, because you'll get rated down in your tier, in your bracket. I'm unfortunately in the second bracket right now, in the second tier. That was more or less on accident because we just had an event going on and I was really grinding Tag Team Arena. And so I accidentally jumped up into the second tier yesterday. So, but that's, different story. What's important, put a low or a bad defense in there so that you'll get downgraded and that you'll get easy opponents. Same thing goes for Arena as well, by the way. Just be careful that you don't go down in normal Arena. Second place, Faction Wars. Great points for Faction Wars, even if you can only do stage 1. For this, I've got Wreck to Draft. She's kind of properly built. And I just slotted in some more champions. And they were able to do stage 1. I might have been able to progress in that category as well, in that faction, but couldn't be bothered. Probably not the best attitude here, but well, it is what it is. You can't min-max anywhere. And these champions, this is a great example. I mean, I have a lot of epics here, but you'll actually just need 2 or 3 rares, some AoE attacks. You just put 1 or 2 potions in them, preferably during a champion training event. You don't even need gear on them. If you're struggling a bit, if you don't have a 100% success rate, you can put gear on 1 or 2 of your champions, just 1 or 2 pieces, and then you will be able, with a couple of rares, maybe 1 epic, you will be able to do stage 1. And that's already going to give you great points, and it's already going to give you 1 advanced quest that you can tick off, and it's going to give you extra keys for Tag Team Arena. So that's definitely a good thing. Those are the 2 areas I would say that people might overlook sometimes, but they are both great, and you can do them early game. You can do them early game. Like I said, Faction Wars, just make your life easy, put in some rares. Tag Arena, put in a bad defense team. You will get some points pretty easily. Doom Tower doesn't give you any points. Clan Boss, just do Clan Boss. It's not a lot of points you're gonna get, but you're gonna get a few, so that's great. Now we have 2 more categories, I would say, which are important, and one is energy. Save up your energy if you can. Always use energy during events. Like at the moment, we triple dip. I do champion training because I need to do champion training on my account. So I'll get points for this event, I'll get points for Dungeon Divers, and I'll get points for Clan versus Clan. Which is why I haven't spent any energy this morning. I saved the energy until now. When the Clan versus Clan is actually active, I saved it and I'm using it now. Same goes for other resources. If you do play Tag Team Arena, for example, relatively often, then you will have enough points to buy these 300 energy each week, which are actually value higher than the Ancient Shard, because it helps me work towards certain goals and certain events. It's probably not really more valuable, I just like it more. That's that. And same goes for energy that you get in other areas, Save up your your daily energy refills that you get and use them when you need them during events or other stuff. That's just, that's just a general rule. The clan shop, do a couple of clan quests each week. You'll get energy from here. I'm actually focusing on Yakal. Kind of struggling if that was the right choice, because it doesn't help me right away in the early game. It is going to help me with Spider especially and Fire Knight at some point, but not at the moment, and I'm really missing accessories, so I'm kind of struggling if I might have if I should have gone for accessories. And yeah, I've kind of, so that's the first point I wanted to talk about. And the second that is still missing also has something to do with banking up and waiting and storing your resources. Generally, Wait Shadow Legends, generally the same thing you do with energy, save it up, use it during events. You want to do that with a lot of stuff. Not if you immediately need something, obviously, but if you, for example, I just did spend, I had around 500 of these gold medals. I saved them up. I didn't immediately need to spend them in order to boost up a champion, so I just waited and did boost up the accuracy for my Force champions in order to have more accuracy on my Liminisi and to land my Brimstone on her. The Forge, amazing place. I didn't really think that I might do a video about this, so I've already spent all my resources, but I did forge, I think, around 150 pieces this morning. Not morning, but when CVC started. You just craft your pieces. 20 points doesn't seem like much, but even with these mid-tier pieces, when you craft 10 of them, you'll get around 200 points. So do that a couple of times and you'll get quite a bit. I did that for Guardian set and also for the Doom... not Battle Pass, Forge Pass set. Which we all get from Forge Pass if we are a bit active. Save those. That's also going to be quite important. Right. Forge and Great Hall, two great resources in order to get points. And a very easy way to get points as well. Ascension does also give a bit of points, but skill books really is great to get CVC points. I currently have 7 epic books. I'm not spending them because I'm waiting for Morag. I don't want to book Rector Draft next. I want to book Morag next because she's very important for my clan boss team. Unfortunately, it seems like I'm not going to get Morag during this CVC, so I won't be able to put my books on her during this CVC. But yeah, sometimes things don't come together perfectly, but that's fine. Talking about Morag, another great way to get points in this CVC is by summoning champions. Not shards. You will usually need your shards for more important times. Fusions, 2x events on Ancients, something like that. But when you have a guaranteed champion like Morag, who is this Plarium Points Program champion, you will summon her at some point. Do it either during a champion chase tournament, you will get points for the champion chase tournament, or do it during CVC, and she's going to give you points for the CVC. If you are wondering how many points, oh, by the way, personal rewards. Try not to use too many resources on CVCs which are not personal rewards, because if we win this CVC, I'm actually going to get quite a bit of resources. Especially nice is this epic book and the energy. I'm gonna get these resources depending on how many points I got if we win. My point that I actually wanted to say is, if you want to see how many points you get for the different things that you do in this game, then you can check here in the objectives tab. We talked about Morag. Getting a new epic is worth 3,000 points. Quite nice. Getting a new legendary is worth 20,000 points. Getting a double is 10. But the new one, 20,000. I also have Gorm, who I could fuse if I wanted to, but he does not have an immediate effect on my account, and so I'm holding on him to pull him during a fusion, because you always have these champion chase tournaments during fusions, and pulling or summoning, in this case, epics during that time is going to give you very easy points, and I value fusions much higher than CVC. That's also something that I should probably touch on. It's nice to spend your resources during CVC, but always keep in mind that there might be an event coming up that it's even more important. The general example, or it's generally the case, that there is a CVC, and at some point, like maybe 2 weeks later, maybe it's the next fusion. The next fusion. You could have needed the resources you spent on the CVC during the fusion. So be a bit mindful about that. Always think which event is more important for you and where is your priority. Right. Spending energy in general. Campaign is a good place. Spider is a decent place. I would not be too fussed about it though. Just spend your energy daily and look what you've got to do at the moment. You know, don't just go for campaign just because it's a bit more efficient during CVC when you actually want to farm Minotaur's Labyrinth, for example. At least I don't do that. I don't see that it's worth it. CVC is nice, it gives extra rewards. Your clan profits when you do well, but it's not the most important event in the game, you know? Alright, I think that leaves us with one more. Gear enhancement. You'll get amazing points for CVC doing gear enhancement. So I'm waiting. I have quite a bit of stuff that I want to upgrade, and I do have the silver for it. I have over 20 million silver, and I have a few builds that I want to change and a few builds that I just want to upgrade. So I'm waiting again, double dipping. I'm waiting for the gear enhancement, which is coming tomorrow. It's actually very often that you do get a gear enhancement and a CVC at the same time. So check on which day it is, because it usually is only one day of the 2 CVC days. So check where the gear enhancement is and enhance your gear during the time of this event. Alright, I think that summons it. Thank you for watching. If you have further tips, if you have questions, just drop them down below. I'll be happy to answer. I hope you'll have a great day. See you soon. Bye.